Alright, bless up. Respect every time. I back with the next one. I level 17 at this point now. I spawn in the northwest of the map. Okay, so you can see I can try my best to loot the entire area because that's a good objective when you're leveling up. The richer loot, not in value, but the more things that you loot to go towards your collections is very powerful because it helps your process when defending against goblins and especially real players. Okay, so I switched up my class from Crush. Crush is the one whereas it's a passive passive skill. Sorry, and you could break through the doors as opposed to having to open them with keys. Because I was running solo, I was testing out different things and what they work with. I about to give you all an inside look at which axe is most useful and for which situation, because you have 4 different axe that you could use with the Barbarian. This one I'm using is the Bardiche. The power move with the Bardiche would be this piercing forward action. So that's whereas you would pass them. And then I have Clash, which gives you a charge forward. So those two I find work very good together when you're using the Bardiche. You could try the Clash skill. Other than that, if you don't use the Clash skill, then there's Warcry. Warcry restores your health once it drops. I think it's 40 or 90% to confirm. I think the minimum would be 40%, but you could use the Warcry and it will restore your health almost to full. So that's another one you could use for solo. And then there's also one I'll show where you could use when you're in a team. Okay, so the Bardiche, the War Mole, the Double Axe, and it's a Horseman's Axe. So they're the 4 axe for the Barbarian. Also, when you surrounded or if you get into a hallway that has a group of goblins, always wait till you, or you can also, I would say, group them and then use your whirlwind attack so that you could pretty much get them down good enough to take them on one by one, because one by one will be completely difficult or completely different as opposed to you treating them all at the same time. As well as you want to be prepared for when other players may come around, because if you have to fight them one by one while the others are trying to attack you, another player could come there and pretty much take you down while the mob already got you half beaten. So I didn't wear any armor on my torso in this one because it helps with movement speed. It's also risky because you're susceptible to damage. So I was just trying out something and I was running solo. If you were in a squad, you would want to wear full armor because you could be taking damage from other players. So when you fight, and you never want to only concentrate on one player. Even if you're running solo, never only concentrate on one player. Be aware of the goblins and your surroundings, because in fighting, you could run up against a wall real quick and don't realize it and be cornered either by the goblins, making you weaker for the real player. So you want to kill as many goblins as you can. Here you can see me just basically feeling out everything. I found another powerful skill. It's called Falling Attack. Okay, so this will give me about 173 in the head damage, and it gives about 143 if you hit them in the body. So 2 good hits with that, you definitely would knock out the competition. I became pretty much efficient in it, so I would say I'm not the best at it, but I definitely learned how to use it a whole lot better. Um, you can see like that one there, I just knock them out one shot. So once you perfect that, you're gonna give them hell, okay? And definitely check it out. The final episode is coming up. It's gonna be a good one. And that one, I have to do a solo mission on the nightmare mode. Okay, so you'll be able to see what I've grown to over the time from level 1 to now level 20 in this video coming up. So you definitely don't want to miss that. In this video, I had one real player. I think this is when he tried to attack me right now. So he waited. He was up top somewhere, and I didn't see any cues from him. He was a fighter. Okay, so when you encounter a guy who has a shield and a sword, never attack him on the same side as the shield, because the shield will definitely be self-defeating. Always attack him from the side of the sword and wait until he swings. So, because that's his weak side. So here he comes. He's a big time guy too, because his loot is so sweet. And I put that whirlwind on him. Woo! Yeah, baby. Bye. Apparently only him and I was left inside this cave. Okay. He was the guy I see killing the others. So it's 4 players in solos. 1 spawns in the northwest, 1 in the northeast, 1 in the southwest, 1 in the southeast. Okay, so you know where the players are. You all pretty much can meet up in the middle, or depending on how you rotate when you leave your spawn, you will know how to travel. So if you want to just work quarter of the map, you can work that first and then rotate behind the players, or you could just go to the middle. But the danger in the middle is the goblin boss in the middle, so you want to be careful there. Real players, they wait until the mobs attack him before they attempt to engage, because you're at a disadvantage. So again, the crush skill is important, because you can see here right now, I pretty much wasn't keeping up with the time, and the goblins were coming out. As you can see, I was getting greedy too, because I was still looting, looking just for gold. I couldn't hold nothing much in my backpack but gold, and so that's why the swarm almost caught me, but it didn't. Okay, the swarm almost caught me. I almost ran out of time. I was still looting. Again, you can see me trying to practice this falling attack, because it's so deadly. And like I say, once you get to level 20, the falling attack damage is 173. Okay, and a headshot. The body is 143 or 134. And this, you can see at this level 17, he's doing like 57 on the body, and in the head it's around 90. So it changes all. Okay, 41 for the body, and the head is like 68. So that's grown. Since I'm on level 20 now, it's grown now to 173 in the head, okay, and 134 or 143 on the body. So the war mole is one of the most powerful out of the 4. I'll explain that in that video when I show the 4 different axes that the barbarian uses, and you'll understand. So you see the chase. I just used the chase just now. Sorry, I just used clash just now, whereas it pushed me forward out of the swarm. That's the usefulness in that. And then this is the whirlwind attack. Now, this is where the crush would have been important, because going through these doors, the animation or the desync is what plays against you, because you got to open up the doors, which it shows that key animation. All right, if I had the crush skill, a sign, I would have just been able to crush and just go straight through the doors. Okay, so again, this was just me learning, and I learned a lot as I was going. I even made some good friends. I got two good buddies of mine. We started a guild, so we'll be putting that out there. Feel free to join us. If you'd like, just drop your IGN in the comments. But yeah, you can see me here. How I survived, I lucked out, and those goblins I recently killed, they had a bunch of potions near them. So I was able to drink potions all the way to the extract, and that's how I successfully got at this one. So I hope you enjoy. Stick around. See you again for the final episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe.